Yes, I. Heal up all ones and ones. Well, we come forward, come one another reasonably tonight, yeah. You know, we don't do nothing for a couple of weeks. But we there with you still. We there upon the journey. And we still say black liberation. Yes. Well, tonight, this morning, yeah, more come make a little talk about race denial in England. Yes. The Prime Minister of England come forward big and bold the other day and say Britain is not institutionally racist. I will know that is rubbish. See? But you have some people I go run with it. Even some people who look like we. I go run with it and think so it's there. You understand? So now, the report of the Commission on Race and Ethnic Disparities made a bold claim and said that England is not institutionally racist. Well, I ask since when? Since Boris Johnson come to power in 2019, July 2019. Because from why no boy England? England is institutionally racist. You understand? Yeah. No, I don't want a little guy come and try to tell me how England are racist because are just people in a society racist. That is foolishness. It's foolishness that we know racism exists in England. See? I know I for one can't take this report seriously. Knowing what I know. You understand? About life in England and the rest of the UK. Look here. In university in England. See? I could remember the lecturers them. White people. I come and tell we that Britain is institutionally racist. Yeah. From the police to the judiciary. Them racist. If you look at the judiciary in England, when I was a student in England, I studied law, and I got a court to observe. I never see a black judge yet. I be a white judge, me I see. Yeah. Well, as to the police, not talk about them there. And look here, it's not just lecturers from university say that, you know. There were times when they brought in guest speakers from the legal fraternity. And they were of the same opinion that the police is institutionally racist and also the judiciary. Yes. Now ask yourself this question. As to the police, why is it that more black people, especially black young men, are getting stopped and searched by police in England, especially in London? Ask yourself this question. Look here, I could remember now. Let me give you an example about institutional racism in the police in England, right? I said this before on this medium. When I was at university, I got into a conversation with an Asian lady. See? And she was part of the staff. I can't remember. Well, I couldn't really put a role on her. I don't know what role she did serve. But this woman got in a conversation with me, this Asian lady, and asked me. We were talking about something. And she proceeded to ask me if I'm going to be a typical black man. You know? I just style it and laugh it off. But I just look on different from that day. And let me tell you something. This lady used to work for the Crown Prosecution Service, right? And if you understand the legal system, the Crown Prosecution Service is like, let's say if a man is accused of a crime and they get arrested. And then I decide if they have enough evidence to charge him or what. This woman, that was her job. And she said she was the lead there or something like that. She was in a high position there. So you could imagine somebody have a preconceived mindset about black people. As in a typical black man. Oh, what is a typical black man? And this person was part of the police. Part of the Crown Prosecution Service. See? Touch on the judiciary now. Why is it that black people are given harsher prison sentence? Let me say, disproportionate sentences in comparison to white people who commit same or similar crimes. Remember, you know, it have sentencing guidelines, you know. You understand? That them have to follow. But yet, black people in England, they get harsher sentences than white people for same crimes. See? And like me say before, look at the judiciary in England. It's be a old white man and one or two white women. I don't know black judges in England. I don't say it I have none, but I never see none. I go to court, go observe already. When I was a student. Right? Why is it that black women are 5 times more likely to die while giving birth to a child in England than white people? The United Kingdom. A report found that black middle class women are more likely to die in childbirth than white working class women. So it's not a matter of socio-economic advantage or disadvantages. You understand? Because it say black middle class women more likely to die in childbirth than white working class women. So look here. I have an article here. I will post a link in the description, right? And I want to refer to something from it. Wait, I tell you now that if you look at the maternal death rates in the United Kingdom from 2014 to 2016, black race of women dying during or up to 6 weeks after pregnancy. Black women, 40 per 100,000. So out of every 100,000, 40 black women are dead. Mixed race is 16 out of every 100,000. Asian is 15 out of every 100,000. White is 8 out of every 100,000. And Chinese, 5 out of every 100,000. So what does that tell me now? Compared to white people, black people are 5 times more likely to die up to 6 weeks after pregnancy. That's a study between 2014 and 2016. See? And one lady shared a story where she was claiming that she felt like if she couldn't speak up because of the way she was treated while she was giving birth. See? This lady said she feel like if she was a victim, she believed that she was a victim of racial bias because she was treated differently to other white mothers. See? The lady said that the other women who were in same position as her, right, were of a different race. White people in the. And they listened to them more in depth. And they were more empathetic towards them people than to her. They were not empathetic to her. It's a black woman that tell you this, you know. And when she told the staff them how she was feeling, because she had a cesarean, they tell her things like, you're overthinking it. And it's your first kid. But them now say that to the other woman. And look at this woman end up and get septicemia hours after she was discharged. And when she come back, all she have to say to them, when me tell her I didn't feel good, I wasn't feeling great. You understand? So is it something to do with the training, or is it just racial bias? Because, I mean, the NHS is a big institution. So if you have nurses that choose to listen more to a white person than a black person, I mean, what is that? it don't make no sense to me. For man like the Prime Minister of England to come and make this claim and say that the UK is not institutionally racist. And you see this thing that we have where them say black women are strong and all them thing there. Is it like in these people's psyche, they feel like, oh, they are stronger, so them can take a little more pain. You understand? Now, moving on from them things. Look at the job center, for example. The job center is a place where you're going to see when you don't have the job. And if you have to go and claim some benefit, they have a thing them called job seekers allowance. And you have to go and sign on. And then you go there and them show you certain jobs. Now I can tell you this, because I know this for a fact. When you as a black person go to a job center for seek employment and you speak with an advisor, they will disregard your educational status and your qualifications and show you jobs where there is no chance of progressing, jobs where you can advance yourself. And then if you're keen enough to look at the paper before them, you will see more jobs that are more suited to you, the education that you have and the qualifications, and jobs where you can progress. But these people would rather show you warehouse jobs and little menial jobs because they think these things are above you. Why is it that they do that? If they're not institutionally racist. Look on the local authority, like the councils. You as a black person complain about your white neighbor. See? Take drugs. Smoke and it affect you. They don't take it seriously. Them come and take a look with them long empty hand and see. Them can't see how the smoke affect you. And because you open your window. When you have to open your window to make the smoke that kill you. But look here. With the white person complain on the black man and say make noise now. You see how fast them come and set up noise monitoring equipment to see if you make noise with you. You think them easy? Or somebody make a complaint by you and say something you short of a picnic. Them go report it to social services. Well, this is an institution. Local authorities are government institutions. What about the government itself? If you look on all of the jobs in a cabinet, them all whitewashed. It's one and two little man them have wrong them, little token man. Them have and them not last long. So, what policies are these people making to alleviate the problems of black people? As you say, well, what is it is going on with the black women? Why are they dying out 5 times more than the white women after they give birth? Is it something we don't understand? Them not do them things. See, a lot of these black youths with the stop and search thing. If them things say that the black youths is a threat, why them not try to understand them, get into the communities and see what them can do? Much more social programs them can put on for them. So, where is the government in all this? So if the government now do them things, I mean in a business about the plight of black people. So if you're in a business about them, what does that make you? Wait, and if someone's going to come and try to tell me about, it's not about race no more, it's more about class. It's foolishness. Me not buy them argument there. Now, the same government we attack. Look at the Windrush scandal. See? When many black people who had the right to live and work in the UK, some of them were citizens, were deported. Or some of them, when they went abroad, they were not allowed to come back. And they have to bring them back. Some of them years after, some of them died. And up to now, them can't get compensation. And these people were invited, them and them parents, or them grandparents, to the UK decades ago. And this is how them turn around and deal with them. The Home Office is a government institution. So, what is this? How you can make such a grave mistake? Is it why you assume that these people have the right to living in the UK? Is it because they were black? Where else it could be? Because I will look on a white man who don't have paperwork and tell him he's not for there. I don't know. Me ever one or two. Well, me ever one case one time where they make a mistake, but it never come to that. Alright. How about this now? Now, this report that they make, it turned out that it had some fallacies in it. They were blatantly telling some lies because at least 2 persons who they claim was part of the report angrily say they were not part of such thing. See? They lied about who they spoke to when they were making this report, because there's this author and a curator called S.I. Martin, who is the founder of I think it's 500 Years of Black London Walks. He claimed that he was left speechless and horrified. Yes, apparently the government claimed that S.I. Martin gave evidence to the government's race report. The man try to say he contribute towards it. And this brethren say, no, I don't know nothing about that. See? So, when the government come and claim these things, you have to ask yourself, well, who did he talk to? Because Mr. Martin was angry. And he said, I have nothing to do with that. And look, you know, look how this government brazen, you know. The government said that there's no examples of institutional racism. In England, they say they can't find no examples of it. And this is all them brazen and disrespectful. The government said that the slave period was not only about profit and suffering. And they claim that African people culturally transformed themselves into remodeled African or Britain. You could imagine that somebody take your ancestors from your ancestral land and enslave you and beat you and rape you over the years and do that type of wickedness and get wealthy off of the backs of your people who they displaced, and then come and tell you that you culturally remodel yourself, you culturally transform yourself and remodel it. You could imagine that. Mr. Martin said he found that as a gross insult, and I find it as a gross insult too. Yes, another man called Stephen Bourne, him tweeted and said that to his horror, his name was mentioned as one of the academics and individuals who was consulted, as part of this study. And the man say, well, I wonder how much other people was consulted without their knowledge. So like, oh yes, you consult people. And the man must say, nothing go so. Let me delve into it a little bit here. See? Okay, man. Mr. Stephen Bourne said, to my horror, I was named as one of the academics and individuals who was consulted by the Commission on Race and Ethnic Disparities. I wonder how many others were consulted without their knowledge. This brethren said he was invited to Downing Street for what he think was a roundtable talk, discussing historians of Black Britain in October, Black History Month, right? And then you see he saw a video screen featuring members of the commission. But the man said he was not aware at any time that he was involved in anything like this. And we say, yes, some people are present, but he wasn't talking about them things. Nobody never consulted him about that. See this government, this is a white man, Stephen Bourne, but S.I. Martin is a black brother. So they use this man as a minority to give them program traction. Them study traction and things, say people will believe it. And the people now come forward and say them don't know nothing about that. So I will put this one in the description. You understand? So these things with the government of England will come and claim and say England is not institutionally racist. It's rubbish. Because anybody who know anything about England, anybody who ever live in England and go to school in England, know that most of the racism you face in England It's institutional. Yes. Because in England, you're not going to find overt racism. Because there are some sophisticated racists in England and around Europe. A man not going to come in your face and a man in a shirt and tie you up in it with the government, the police now come and say you're black so and so. They will tell you that quietly if they want to tell you. You understand? You have to notice these things and it's very hard to find. You will play it down when you ask certain questions. Like I say, you go to the job center and they will offer you warehouse work. And not show you a position where you can advance yourself and get to study. You understand? Them disregard the qualifications. This is how them do it. See, you go and complain about something and them tell you overthink things. They belittle you, patronize you. Police try to make little sly excuses to search you. And then when they realize how intelligent you are, they say how sorry they are. And they go away. The judiciary giving people disproportionate sentences in comparison to white people who do the same crime. Look at them deal with the windwash people them. So, who are sit here and run with them and believe them? Them can do it. Why not do it? Because you know foolishness we attack. Them attack. Now them attack foolishness. So I will leave it for tonight. And a black liberation we say. So remember, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a friend. See? And remember, to be more. Alright?